Well, hello. Welcome to Diary of a Disabled. I haven't done a Diary of a Disabled in a while. I've done Dashcam Diary of a Disabled, but I haven't just done a Diary of a Disabled in a long time. And I want to try and gear the Diary of a Disabled in the terms of more of my medical stuff. So, hence the thumbnail with holding up my stuff. So, I just finished up an infusion. I wanted to show y'all how big these needles are. So, trigger warning: if anybody is faint of heart, please. And at about a minute, I'm going to be showing needle and a little bit of blood. I'll explain. Just warning: if you have a queasy thing, just look away for a moment. But I'm going to show the needle. My infusions. So my infusions are for my Primary Immunodefuciency Disease, PID. I'll refer to it in my description if I remember. And I am deficient in specifically the IgG antibodies, which is a type of white blood cell, immune system cell. And so when people donate plasma for money or just to donate plasma, which a lot of people don't like to do without getting money in return, understandable. I guess it's a long process. I think I've given it one time, honestly, in my life. But I did a lot more donating blood for like the Red Cross when I was in the military service, before I learned how disabled I really am. So they probably weren't getting enough antibodies from me. Because I need everybody's antibodies. Please go donate plasma if you can. If you don't have too much wrong with you with your health as well, please go donate plasma, because it's because of people like you that I am able to get my medicine every month. So I have all these gauze pads because I have 4 needles simultaneously infusing this medication over extended time period. It takes a little over an hour. It takes a half hour just to prep to get everything all ready and laid out and like ready to go. So here I am at the end. The needle is that large, which is, here's my fingertip. It is like the width of a finger. Some people have very tiny hands and fingers. Arthritic hands and fingers now. Look how jacked up this looks. If I had one of these for this one, that would really help that sucker out. Because that is permanent cartilage, not bone. It's not broken. Cartilage. I seriously thought it was broken. I had it x-rayed, but I've never had it MRI'd. I have too many other bigger fish to fry with my medical issues. Like do these stinking freaking infusions every 7 days. I used to do it on Sundays. And then I had my surgery, and then I got lazy after surgery and I didn't do it for a while. And then so my pain came back pretty full force up into my spinal tap. And then, oh my gosh, I feel so much better since she took half my spinal fluid away. Oh my gosh. Like, I haven't felt like this good, which isn't great, in a long time. Like, I can't remember what it was like not to have pain, but like, this is the closest I've been to not having like terrible want to stay in bed pain, because it's just everything is hurts and you're fatigued and you're just sluggish. And with all the medications that I'm on now, because I've had to start some heavier duty medications, and I'm not happy about my last blood test results. I had high liver enzymes again. Not super high, but I definitely want to go get them checked again. I may need to do something with my diet. It may be the medication that's doing it too. And so Dang it, because the medication's helping my psoriasis so bad. Oh my gosh. I have psoriatic RA. So basically RA with skin involvement with psoriasis. That's so systemic. And it's like, I can't please my body. So if it's not my psoriasis acting up really bad underneath my knees, then I even started to get it back in my, like, back when I was a teenager, I started getting it a little bit, and I would get it mostly around my eyebrows. It was like dandruff of the eyebrow. I'm like, how do you have dandruff of the eyebrow? Oh, by the way, I reshaved my head. ADHD brain, ADHD brain. So yeah, I reshaved because I wanted to rock a mohawk all summer. Not gonna lie, because I just don't want to do anything with my hair. And the less hair I have, the less I have to do anything with. And I got my fake cowgirl hat out of freaking storage because, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been on for a while. I have been so busy with getting my spinal tap done and then recovering, trying to get back into a routine with that. And I have been so good with walking Stormy. Oh my gosh, like we at least get at least one walk a day minimum. If it's a good day, I get 2 with her. And then also, yeah, I'm back to my normal chiropractor day on Wednesdays. I have to get up super early tomorrow to go see my freaking pain management doctor, refill my meds, and tell him where I'm at, tell him where I've been and where I'm at now. So that way I have a diagnosis to add to my list, a confirmed diagnosis. So I'll add it to my caseload of my idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which is what I had my spinal tap for. She drained off half of my spinal fluid. I was sitting at 20 psi, normals around 10 to 15, and I was awake and conscious the whole time. I moved it around with the needle in me, which I was told you're not supposed to do, but my neurosurgeon's like, do it. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to move too much, but it's because she knows what she's doing compared to an ER doctor, which I had a spinal tap done back in the day to rule out meningitis, because you can only do that via spinal tap. But my spinal fluid looked like water. Looked like water. This blows my mind, and it just blows my mind that I finally have another diagnosis that I have to think about and I have to get on medication for. When I'm just getting the new one into my system, and now I have to make changes again when I don't even know if my body's going to be good for this one. I have noticed, and it's probably because I got out and danced on Friday night when I got stood up on my date. I'm sure he would say otherwise. Neither here nor there. Not going to waste my time on that anymore. No more energy on that. He's blocked on all fronts. I can't block him on here, but I know of. So blocked via cell phone number and blocked via social media. I don't need that kind of person in my life. I have dealt with many people like that in my life, and that kind of person is not for me. If you don't believe in the diagnoses that I have, including ADHD, then we're going to have problems the rest of my life. I'm not going to tolerate trying to convince somebody. I've done that for 20-something years, had to convince all these damn doctors. There's something going on, and I have it confirmed now. I have a faulty meat soak. It is what it is. And I'm just going to deal with it the best that I can and just keep treating the symptoms. because that is what Western medicine is like. But I'm also trying to be grounded in my body. I have been feeling so good in the last week. Like, I have had the most wonderful mindset. I think now that things are finally starting to normalize or go awry with my new medication, I really do just need to monitor my levels now more than once every 2 weeks. I need to do it every week. So I'm going to see if my doctor will order it for next week. My pain management doctor. I doubt he will. He doesn't want to deal with any of that. I'm going to have to get in with my primary. I'm telling him about my new diagnosis. Gotta tell everybody the news. So anyway, but this infusion stuff that I just started the conversation with, that I'm trying to circle back to, it's all connected. Hi. Circular. So anyways, yeah, I have 4 of those needles into my body in certain specified areas once every 7 days, varying amounts of medication. I even have my very own shops container, but my mom is just not the best with poking me at times. She gets the needle in sideways. I mean, I can't blame her. I mean, we're only human. We do the best that we can, especially in the conditions that we're in. But gosh dang it. She really effed me up on my arm, but you can still see the blood. Warning. I'll try and put it in my around 11-minute 50-something mark. But there's a little bit of dried on my arm, so what I was going to do is warning, show of tissue and blood. And now it gushed. It gushed a lot. I don't even know if this is something I can show on YouTube, so I hope I don't get in trouble. I don't know. If I do, I'll have to figure a way to cut it out and come back and repost, I guess. At least I warned, and I will put it in my description. Around 11 to 12-minute mark, please be wary. So this is the syringe that I put my medicine into, which I showed you the little needles. I didn't show all the tubing, but yeah, a lot of tubing, stuff. It's about this long, and I have to carry the pump with me when I go do my stuff throughout my house. And I was doing things and stuff. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But yeah, this is the syringe. It holds up to 50 ml. I push it, and I go to 60. Boing. This thing is full. But it's just so I don't have to use 2 of these and have to swap it out with the pump and mess with the pump and pause my freaking infusion time. But I have had to switch syringes because some of them have been faulty at times. So yeah, there's absolutely no needle on this. It's just the tubes plug right into this, and then those needles all go into different parts of the body. This one vial, so one holds. Hold on a sec. Cover up my personal information. 4 grams, 20 ml. So as you saw in the syringe, it takes up to 50 ml, and I go up to a dosage of 60 ml once every 3 weeks. I go 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. It's kind of like a taper every month. I get a big dose, and then I get little maintenance doses throughout the month. Because I found out when I did 3 every week, it was too much. I was sick. When I did 3 and then 2, I was just too sick. But for whatever reason, this taper method seems to be the right amount for me, I guess. I'm just excited that I was able to tweak it to what my body responds best to. And it took me, I'm on my 62nd dose since I started this medication. So I've been on it I've taken it for 62 weeks. I usually take my temperature and then my blood pressure and my temp before. I used to do it in the middle, halfway through my infusion, but I'm lazy, so I do it before and after at least. I have forgotten to take it afterwards because I've fallen asleep with an infusion before, and so I've had to wake up and I'm like, oh, I need to take this out of my arm. Yeah, I've fallen asleep during the infusion. I don't feel it. I don't feel it going in unless I move my arm, and if the needle's in sideways, which it was tonight with my mom. Man. But yeah, these are all the steps. I get this cool mat. It's like a really kind of plasticky, I don't know, rubbery kind of, nothing really seeps into it. It's like water repellent, so it just kind of beads up and rolls off. Unfortunately, I got some blood on it. I kind of cleaned that up too. No, there's nobody else is touching this stuff besides me, but I will get to that. I'm not doing anything cleaning tonight. I've done enough stuff today. So anyway, and then these are all the different parts of the bodies I can infuse in. So I put X's. So I did it in my arms this week. Last week I did my stomach. And then the week before that, my thighs. I've been kind of working up. And then I'm going to go back next week. So I have to have my mom's help. And so she has to be available next week to do that for me. I'm glad I changed it to the middle of the week, the infusion though schedule, because I'm going to leave on a plane in just a week and a half. Oh my gosh! All my friends are getting ready to go to Beyond Wonderland up in Washington. I'm so stoked for them. Even though I had my bad experience, I'll make it up for it someday. I'll make up for it. I also have to have EpiPens on hand. They sent me oops. I didn't give out too much information. Anyway, at least it doesn't have my address or anything like that on it. It just has my name on it. Doctor. So anyway, they sent me some new EpiPens. These are crap ones too, compared to the ones I have. I hate these ones. These ones are so cheap. They're different to try and use than the other ones. I think the other ones are easier, seriously. So this is the ones I have in my case. These ones are just pop. Instead of, oh, let me take this whole thing out and fidget with it while this person could be like, I've never gotten to that point. And I believe it's because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, my hypermobility, which there has been some recent research about. And they are changing the criteria for this upcoming January 2027. So excited about that. They're changing the criteria, and what they have been finding out lately is this connection with having the MTHFR mutation, which a lot of people have it, and a lot of doctors don't like. They're like, we don't do anything to treat that. And they're basically like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. And pretty much everybody that has it will disagree with the doctors. So it's what crowdsourcing is all about, you know. You got to take everything with a grain of salt. Everybody's body is different. Not everybody's body responds the same. But yeah, there's got to be some kind of connection, and they did see some kind of connection with that, which also has a lot to do with the lack of folic acid, which is actually methylated folate, which people that have the MTHFR, which a lot of people like to call it the mother, I'm replacing the F with a TR. We refer to as this mother trucker mutation. But, I mean, the acronym sounds like you're saying mother effer. So there has been a new study relating with people that have hypermobile EDS, and it has something to do with that MTHFR mutation. It's like a folate depletion. Like there's something depleted in our bodies. We don't like use folate correctly, and there's some kind of connection between that and EDS, which is also linked to autism and ADHD and neurodevelopment stuff. It's fascinating scientific research going on right now. I was part of one of the studies which I donated my DNA for. So I'm so, like, I wonder if I had that. Like, there's like a huge percentage of us that have that connection. So there's got to be something, there's something connected about it, and it's crazy. There's so many people with these issues, and they're all around my age. A lot of people are finding out a little bit later in life, but we all have known that we're different and have had like strange things with our bodies forever. But yeah, it attacks women exponentially higher than men, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But there's an immune system component, and it's a methylation component, and it's a folate component, which is attached to some other kind of gene that they're learning about now in genetics. So this stuff is all fascinating of what's coming out recently with all this medical stuff, and I stay on top of it as much as I can. I try not to be in the groups too much. It is kind of depressing, but when you don't have answers, that's when you go to the groups. And then once you go in there, you get your answer and you leave. You typically don't go back. I go back once in a while, and I will go get my comments and go try and help by telling my experience to somebody in a comment thread and tell my story to them and give them hope that things can get better, and ask them like certain questions if they've checked for this, that, the other, and all these other comorbidities that go with EDS, or anything that you think might be related to EDS, because you're just finding out all this information with all the awareness that's going on with social media. So I am hoping to be part of that awareness train and informing y'all about these medical things that are really connected and affect my daily life every single day. I just don't talk about it as much. I should. There's just too many other things going on than now. So anyway, that's why I wanted to do a diary of a disabled today, because I really wanted to update you all with this new news information, and then my new diagnosis of IAH. I still kind of need to figure out what's going on with my thyroid, why it's not functioning right, why it's not. There's something that's still off. And so I'm wondering, just now that I have my spinal fluid left off me, how those blood trends work. My blood work trends are going to go. My dyslexia. Jeez. It's 12 in the morning. I have to get up in 7 hours. I'm not going to be super well rested, but I hardly ever am anyway, so. I'm going to film several videos, so y'all are going to see me in the same outfit for so many thumbnails. I don't have the energy to change my outfit for every thumbnail for all the videos I want to record with different topics, because I don't want to make this a super long video. I want to still stay kind of short and pass this information along. So I hope I've done just that. I really thought I was going to bleed through this. I didn't. So I'm going to seriously be lazy because I am tired. But I do want to film a couple other episodes of stuff. I have some side quest cards I want to open, so I want to make that a separate video. And then I also have some other crafting stuff I wanted to discuss and show. Kind of show and tell kind of thing. An update on where I'm at with my crafting and opening my business, getting my LLC, all that kind of stuff. So that is still on my mind. I have a lot of money I need to plan for a trip to Eastern Idaho for my nephew's graduation in just a couple of weeks. I have rave on a plane. I have camping right before I go to go see my nephew. So I got rave on a plane right away. Then I have to get ready to go camping the following weekend, I think. And then just right after that, I go to my nephew's graduation in Eastern Idaho. Like, it is going to be a busy month, so I'm going to try my best to post when I can. I haven't posted anything from my rave on Friday night besides my Dashcam Diary. I do want to get some, good cuts. I did do some slow dancing, and so I will release those videos hopefully in the next couple weeks. Especially when I'm going to be busy with all this traveling and doing this and that and trying to be in the moment and make room on my camera so I can record videos. I really seriously got to clean out a lot of my phone and videos from years past. Like, I have like 10 gigabytes on my phone or more of videos, and I need to get rid of that I've never posted to YouTube. But there's videos of my dog I want to keep, and it's crazy with the cloud because if you delete it on your phone, then it deletes it from the cloud when it's connected. And so I don't know what I need to check and uncheck, and it's that kind of stuff that I just really hate taking the time to sit down to figure out. I'm a busy woman. I got a lot of things going on in my life right now. Getting diagnosed, trying different medications, trying to force myself to go back to the doctors because I'm like, man, it's summertime, it's vacation. I don't want to go to doctor appointments. I need to schedule multiple appointments though, so I'll get on it. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me, all. I'm trying to keep it under 30 minutes. So I hope I did that by the time I really wrap up my outro. So thank you so much for joining me. Listening to my medical diary of the disabled, some of the conditions that I deal with and that are intermingled with other things, and new criteria is coming out to get diagnosed, and then also, my newest diagnosis. I'm not repeating myself. I'm tired, guys. Hopefully I can get these other 2 videos pumped out too. So I'm going to go and get those videos started, and I'm going to see y'all later in those. Peace out.